Good morning, YouTube. PPS back here. It is about 7:30 a.m. here, out in Central Time, out here in Wisconsin. We are back with another round of our YouTube Play of the Day videos over here on the PPS channel. Back for some more. I'm hoping you guys were able to cash in yesterday with me. Currently on a 6-0 run after we sweep the board yesterday. Mike Trout, Starling Marte hit parlay comes through with ease. Marte, I believe, had a double, and then Trout had a homer and 2 singles in that game. Did fantastic for us. Bieber made it a little bit scary. The win was fine, the minus 150 win. The hardest part of it was fine. Bieber K's was like minus 500, and he waited till the end. He ended up having 5 Ks through 8 innings and needed a couple at the end to cash for us. Actually, no, I think he might have had 6. He might have had 6. And the Red Sox first 5 over 5. That was nice. Robinson Chirinos comes through with a 2-run homer in the top of the 5th. Should have been done earlier. I really don't know what the Red Sox are doing base running, but 2 outs on the base paths, 1 that caused him to not score, getting the first out at home. Obviously, that's one of the big golden rules of baseball is don't do that, and they did. So luckily, we were able to cash it still, but obviously a little bit more sweaty than it needed to be. So we're coming at you again, 2 plays today, 2 props, and let's extend this win streak, right? If you guys could, before we get started, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when we're live with Pass the Prop or any other live streams that we're going to be doing during the NFL season. And then thank you for all you new people popping on and enjoying the stuff. I appreciate it. And let's rack up those likes today. I appreciate all you new guys subscribing. Obviously we're winning, so hopefully we can keep it rolling here. First play of the day, I like quite a bit here. It's going to be Shane McClanahan under 5.5 hits allowed. This is really a fade on this new Yankees lineup. Obviously, Stanton out, Donaldson out. This lineup is absolutely dreadful. Watching them yesterday against Kluber just get absolutely mowed down. This is their total through 9 innings in their last 3 games. It was 6 hits, 4 hits. Yesterday versus Kluber, they got absolutely mowed down again. Only 3 hits against him through 6 innings. And obviously, if we're going to compare stuff, Corey Kluber about 5 years ago maybe would be able to compete. But Shane McClanahan stuff is absolutely disgusting. Through 25 innings in his 4 starts this month, 14 hits allowed. He's hit this under 4 in every single game this month in all 4 of his starts. 2 of those outings going 7 innings. And he's only given up more than 4 hits 1 time this year. And I just think that this Yankee lineup, constructed as is right now, is not anywhere close to the level of Shane McClanahan right now. Like I said, 4 in a row. He also hit it, like I said, 4 out of 5 times in the month of April. Obviously, I don't really count those as much or in depth as much, just because I know the batting average was down throughout baseball. But to see him do it in the last 4 and against the team he was doing it against, right? Seattle's been great. Angels have been good. He did it against Minnesota, who's decent, right? The only one that went over was against Boston, and you guys have seen what this Boston team can do. So looking a little bit deeper here into his numbers, 2 of his most used pitches, about 45% of the time on the curveball changeup, are sub 150 batting average against. 3 of his pitches over 39% whiff rate on 3 of his 4 pitches, and 27 on his fastball is absolutely unbelievable. That is crazy, right? He's got a 45% whiff rate on his slider, 50 on his changeup, and 40 on his curveball. And like I said, for a guy who's throwing upper 90s, he only uses his fastball about 38% of the time. So I like that as a guy who's attacking Ks. I like that for a guy who's doing this bet, because obviously the fastball is the same for most guys, right? Velo might be a little bit higher, but McClanahan's fastball is 98. Obviously that's a good fastball, but when you have a pitch like his changeup and curveball that are that elite in swings and misses, it's very hard for me to see the amount of hits really moving up that quickly, right? If we look into his vertical movement, he's got a 53-inch vertical drop on his curveball. That is crazy. You're looking at his even his sliders 32.5%. That curveball has gone up 2 inches this year on movement, so that might be a reason why we're seeing that next step up. McClanahan stuff is just absolutely disgusting, and when you're going to have to face Kyle Higashioka, Andujar, Matt Carpenter, Falefa, Trevino, Gallo, right? Everything past that top four. That is an ugly lineup, and I think that McClanahan can run right through these guys as constructed right now. So we're going up to a guy who is absolutely in fuego. Took the game off yesterday. I believe he sat game 2 yesterday. But this man has just absolutely nuked the baseball here. I'm going to J.D. Martinez, total bases over 1.5. This is minus 130. I think this is the first time I've taken a bet this juice on a total base prop. I think ever. I don't think I've ever seen anybody's total base prop this juiced and actually want to take it, right? So let's jump into a little bit of the stats here. JD is on fire right now, right? He's gotten a hit, I believe, in 24 of the 26 games here in this month here. He's had multiple hits in 3 of his last 5, and if you go down even further, 5 of his last 8. He's just seeing the ball extremely well. Now we're going to be facing off against Bruce Zimmerman in Fenway. JD absolutely rakes lefties this year. In 28 at-bats, he's got 12 hits. That's a 429 batting average. 4 of those being doubles. Really haven't seen the home run come through as much so far this year, but 2 of his home runs coming in Fenway, facing off against Zimmerman. Zimmerman, 280 batting average to righties, 222 to lefties. So we are seeing quite a big difference there. And the 42 hits allowed to the right-handed batters this year so far, we're seeing 15 of those be extra base hits. Obviously, J.D. Martinez has the ability to get this on one swing of the bat. And a guy who's hitting lefties this well, I expect to see him hitting the ball hard on pretty much every single one of these at-bats against Zimmerman. Also, coming off a doubleheader, right? So when we're coming off a doubleheader, that's obviously more pitchers having to throw yesterday. So I expect to see the bullpen a little bit more taxed, probably going to give up a little bit more hits, at least on the Baltimore side, because that bullpen's actually not been terrible. So also looking a little bit more into Zimmerman, his home road splits are pretty stark, right? Away from Camden Yards, he's got a 4.37 ERA versus a 3.2 at home. So pretty much everything that we're looking at here is the worst place for Zimmerman, right? He's worse on the road. He is worse against righties. And obviously, J.D. Martinez crushes lefties and crushes at home here too. But honestly, one of the craziest numbers I read when I was reading up on Martinez today was he's batting 342 at home, which is obviously fantastic. But on the road right now, he's batting 411. That is absurd. That is a number I didn't expect to see there. JD is playing at pretty high level right now, obviously. A 218 WRC plus versus lefties this season. And digging in a little bit deeper, he has a 515 on base percentage and a 1,087 OPS. So I expect to see some pretty big numbers today from JD and this Red Sox offense facing off against Zimmerman. And I expect to see that total runs probably fly over 2. So J.D. Martinez over 1.5 total bases, minus 130. Shane McClanahan under 4.5 hits allowed, minus 125. 2 spots I really like today in the AL East. Drop a like if you guys are tailing. I appreciate all you guys for tuning into the show. And we will be back tomorrow for Pass the Prop. And very excited to drop some more plays for you guys. So let's keep the streak going for 8 straight. And let's cash Shane and J.D. Martinez total base prop here. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.